Assalamu alaikum, dear students. Welcome to the 10th class. I'm your chemistry teacher. My name is Nazish Naveed. As you know, we are starting our chapter number 9. The topic is chemical equilibrium. All of you have got your books, and I hope you are ready for your chapter number 9. So, let's start. First of all, we will start a little introduction about chemical equilibrium. Okay, what is chemical equilibrium, how we attain it. So as you know, there are two types of reactions in chemistry. We are dealing with two types of reactions, that is physical reactions and chemical reactions. We can also say that there are two types of changes takes place. First is physical change, and then is a chemical change. In physical change, there is no new thing is formed, and in a chemical change, what we get a new thing. In chemical change, we have reactants, and at the end of the reaction, what we are getting, that is known as products. The products are totally differ from the reactants, so that is known as a chemical change, or chemical change always takes place in a chemical reaction. So when we have to start a chemical reaction, we have reactants and products. So for reactants are always on the left side of the reaction. So left side we have reactants. When reactants combine, they are changed into the products, and products are always on the right side. So you can see it in this reaction. Okay, here I will write reactants, or there is an arrowhead, and then there is a products on always right side of the reaction, and reactants are always on the left side of the reaction. Or chemical reaction or chemical change is shown by an arrowhead like this. Okay, clear? So we are saying reactants are converted into the products. That is a chemical reaction. Now that is clear. Okay, during a chemical reaction, what happened? Reactants are changed into the products. So now we are looking at our books. What happened? There are most in our environment, in our surroundings, many chemical reactions, physical changes, chemical changes are taking place. What happened? Chemical reactions goes to completion and products are formed. Or sometimes what happened, a chemical reaction proceeds, and all the reactants are converted into the products. Or products, quantities of reactants and products remain. Sometimes quantities of reactants and products remain unchanged, and it seems that the reaction has stopped, but actually reaction do not stop. What happened? Reactants are changed into the products, and at the same time products are reconverted into the reactants. Both reactions that are taking place simultaneously. So what we are saying? We are saying a reaction has obtained chemical equilibrium. It means that products are changed into the reactants. Products are going into the reactants, or reactants are changed into the products. Products are changed into the reactants. So at the same time, both reactions, that is reactants are changed into the products, or products are changed into the reactants. So two reactions are taking place simultaneously. So that typical reaction is known as reversible reaction, or chemical equilibrium. chemical equilibrium is only achieved in that types of reactions that is known as reversible reactions. So dear students, now chemical equilibrium is clear. Okay, how we, what is chemical equilibrium or where we can achieve it? We can achieve it only in reversible reactions in which reactants are changed into the products and products are changed into the reactants. Clear? Now we can say, okay, we can take some examples which are taking place in our environment, in our nature. What happened? You can see many examples. The most common example, what happened, okay, our existence is due to phenomena, equilibrium phenomena that is taking place in our atmosphere. What happened? We inhale oxygen and exhale carbon dioxide. At the same time, plants inhale carbon dioxide and they exhale oxygen. So that is a cycle which is going on and going on. We are using oxygen and we are exhaling carbon dioxide. Plants using carbon dioxide which we produce and they produce oxygen which we use and consume. So a natural cycle is going on, and our existence, all the living organisms, they can exist due to this cycle. If there is a disturbance, chemical equilibrium is disturbed, so what happened? Our existence on earth will be difficult. So you can see that what happened nowadays, there is more pollution, there is more human activities. We are cutting down trees, and there are many problems. We are facing many problems. The graph of pollution is increasing day by day, so that is due to disturbance. Okay, we are disturbed the chemical equilibrium. We are not planting more trees and we are cutting them. There is a less oxygen or there is more pollution. So we can, some other examples we can see in a river, a canal or a stream. There is a complete life cycle in the river ecosystem, that is known as ecosystem. Okay, for example, concentration of gases in lake water is governed by the principle of equilibrium. The lives of aquatic plants and animals are indirectly related to concentration of dissolved oxygen in water. If we disturb all these cycles, automatically there is a problem which is faced by the living organisms which live in aquatic circle. So now we are starting reversible reactions and dynamic equilibrium. So first of all, as I have already told you, okay, what is a reversible reaction. Now we completely learn in detail, okay, a chemical reaction. In a chemical reaction, the substance that combines are called reactants. That I have already told you. Okay, when there is a chemical reaction, the reaction starts with something. So those materials which are the starting materials, they are known as reactants. Or reactants are always on the left side of the equation, and the new substance formed are called products. The reactants and products are the major factors of a chemical reaction. Products are always on the right side of the reaction. For example, now we have taken an example of hydrogen and oxygen. Hydrogen and oxygen are the reactants. When they combine, they form water. So you can see this. There is hydrogen and oxygen. They combine in a fixed ratio by mass in the presence of catalyst and heat. So what we are getting? We are getting water. Oxygen is a gas, water is a gas. After reaction, they are becoming water. Water is a liquid. So oxygen and hydrogen are reactants because they are present on the left side of the reaction, and water is present on the right side of the reaction, and it is a product. Clear? So it is a journal, it is a reaction. Now what we are saying, we are talking about reversible reaction. So reactions are of two types: reversible reaction or irreversible reaction. Most of the reactions in which products do not recombine to form the reactants, are called irreversible reactions. Products do not recombine. It means we are hydrogen and oxygen, they combine and there is a formation of water. After the formation of water, water doesn't break or doesn't further reacts to form the hydrogen and oxygen. So that type of reaction known as irreversible reaction, in which once products are formed, they do not again form the reactants. Clear? They are supposed to complete and are represented by putting a single arrow. You can see this arrow, a complete arrow. Whenever in a reaction this type of arrow is present, that is known as irreversible reaction between the reactants and the products. When we have reactants and products and there is a arrow, complete arrow between them, we are saying it is a irreversible reaction. So sometimes there is a question, write the some characters of irreversible reactions. So what you can do, there is a short question, you can look at this. Okay, they are supposed to complete, they are means irreversible reactions, they are supposed to complete first character and represented by putting a single arrow. You can see this. So we are saying they are irreversible reaction. Clear? The second one, there is another type of reaction that is known as reversible reactions. Reversible reactions mean in which first there is a reaction when reactant reacts and there is a formation of products, and after some time what happened, products break and there is a formation of reactants. It means at the same time two reactions are going on, reactants are changed into the products are changed, recombine to form the reactants. So that is known as reversible reaction. Clear? So how we define reactions in which the products can recombine to form the reactants are called reversible reactions. So we have two definitions, irreversible reactions and reversible reactions. We have to learn it. Okay? Or similarly, there are some characters of reversible reactions. There is a short question like this. Okay, write the characteristic properties of reversible reactions. So what we can say, these reactions never go to completion. First character, they are represented by a double arrow. You can see this double arrow. So how we can put a double arrow? We can write a double arrow in this way. You can see, okay, first of all we are saying this is a complete arrow, or we will put it for a irreversible reaction. Now we are talking about reversible reaction. तो उसने कहा he said that is double arrow. So we are saying this half arrow and we are taking it from here, and this is known as double arrow. So reversible reactions are represented by a double arrow. Clear? Okay. So these reactions proceeds in both ways, that is they consist of two reactions, forward reaction and reverse reaction. So a reversible reaction is a one which can be made to proceed in either direction depending upon the conditions. Reversible reaction can be start from the products, from the products, and it change into the reactants, and then reactants change into the products on both sides. It's on up to us, our choice, from where we have to start a reversible reaction. Clear? All the points are clear about irreversible and reversible. Now we can take another example, like what we have hydrogen, and iodine. First of all, what we are taking, hydrogen and iodine are on the left side of the arrow. So we are saying these are reactants. When they combine, they form hydrogen iodide. So hydrogen iodide is on either is on right side, so we are saying it is a product. So what if we are representing it with a complete arrow, we are saying it is a irreversible reaction. Okay, hydrogen and iodine, they are combining and change into hydrogen iodide, or after sometimes this reaction goes to complete because reactants are finished, so reaction is complete, so it is known as irreversible reaction. We are what happened, we are taking a flask, we are putting hydrogen and putting iodine. As you know, iodine has a purple color, so there is a formation of hydrogen iodide. Hydrogen iodide is a colorless gas. Clear? Or clear? Okay, that it means कि hydrogen and iodines are reacting with each other. They are moving forward and change into hydrogen iodide. So that is known as forward reaction. That is known as forward reaction. Now we are taking hydrogen iodide. Hydrogen iodide colorless. What happened? Okay, we are giving heat, arrowhead, and they are changed into hydrogen and iodine. So what happened? Now product is changing into reactants. So we are saying it is a reverse reaction. It is a reverse reaction. It is a forward reaction. As we are saying, okay, forward and reverse, when they are taking place simultaneously, they are known as reversible reaction. Otherwise, if we are taking one step and second step, reactants are changing into the products, that is known as forward reaction, or products are changed into the reactant, that is known as reverse reaction. Or forward plus reverse, when they are taking place simultaneously, we are saying reversible reactions. Clear? In this case, we are talking about this reaction. In this case, hydrogen iodides act as a reactants, and products are hydrogen and iodine. So how we can say that hydrogen and iodine are the products and hydrogen iodide is a reactant? As I have already told you, okay, we have to look, okay, which is present on the left side, always reactants, right side always products. Clear? So it is a reverse reaction. Okay, products are changed into the reactants. Clear? Okay जी, अब we have to attain chemical equilibrium, we have to start a reversible reaction. So what we do, we will take a container in which our reactants do not evaporate, our reactants do not leave their place. So we are saying we can attain a reversible reaction. So what happened, we have taken a flask, or we have closed the system, we put a cork on the neck of the flask. What we have taken hydrogen gas and iodine gas, that is these are our reactants. After some times, what happened, there is a reaction between hydrogen and iodine because reactants are more as compared to the products in concentration. So what happened, there is a reaction and they are changed into hydrogen iodide. So what we are saying, okay, first is there is a combination reaction. Okay, hydrogen and iodine are combining and formation of hydrogen iodide. So what happened, there is a purple color of iodine becomes slightly less, and at the end the purple color totally vanishes. After some times what we are notice again there is a production of purple color. So we are saying okay, now products are changed into the reactants. So what we can say, okay, combination and decomposition taking place, it means forward reaction, reactants are changed into the products, and reverse reaction, products are changed into the reactants taking place. So we are saying that in a closed system there is a reversible reaction, or in a reversible reaction both forward and reverse reactions are taking place. Clear? Okay ji. Now we move forward, we can see another example. First of all we have take an example of water, then we have take an example of hydrogen iodide. Now we have another example of calcium carbonate. If the system is open, we have calcium carbonate in the container. After some times what happened, calcium oxide and carbon dioxide, it decompose and change into calcium oxide and calcium carbon dioxide. Carbon dioxide, as you know, is a gas and it escapes out from the container, it leaves the container, and only we have calcium oxide. Or after some time when whole calcium carbonate, that is our reactant, is used, we give heat and it change into calcium oxide. Calcium oxide remains left, or carbon dioxide escape the flask, because system is open. So we are saying it is a irreversible reaction, because we cannot get back carbon dioxide, it goes into the atmosphere. Clear? Up, what we have to do, we have close the system. Now we can attain chemical equilibrium. Clear? Okay, if system is closed, then we can attain chemical equilibrium, because reactants do not leave the system, they are present in the system. First of all, rate of forward reaction is fast. After some times, when there are more products as compared to the reactants, products will start getting back into the reactants. So rate of reverse reaction become fast, or at a stage will come when both rate of forward and rate of reverse become equal, and we are attaining chemical equilibrium. Chemical equilibrium only attain in a closed system. Now look at this. Okay, we have taken calcium carbonate, we are giving heat. After some time, carbon dioxide remains on the upper side of the system and calcium oxide. After, when calcium carbonate is utilized, they are changed into the products. After sometimes products again react with each other and there is a formation of calcium carbonate. So we are saying the system has achieved chemical equilibrium. By looking, we are can say there is no reaction, because rate of reaction of forward reaction and reverse reaction become equal, and by looking there is nothing, but actually system is attained chemical equilibrium, and at the slowly rate both reactions are going to proceed. So students, for today we have done chemical equilibrium, which some examples, some definitions. So you have to learn all these definitions, that is irreversible reaction, reversible reactions, and then forward reactions, reverse reactions, some examples. You have to learn this or on daily basis. whenever there is our lecture, I will give you some question. You have to solve your question and send it to your groups, or you can send it on my number. I can check your answers. Is there any problem? You can call me, you can ask me from WhatsApp group. I'm here with you. Okay. Inshallah, we will be continue it. Hope all of you are good health. Allah Hafiz.